What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. I just got done watching the Quaker State 400 from Kentucky International Speedway. Let's go ahead and just jump straight to it. To be honest with you, really, anything other than the finish we'll get to really soon. There wasn't much that really happened in this race, to be real with you. Mainly this race, once you got the lead in the race, you basically could drive off and just was hard to pass. Aric Almirola did that most of the beginning of the race, and he kind of fell back once he got past Ryan Blaney. And then Ryan Blaney dominated points, and then Mark Truex Jr. passed him. But then the race would completely change around lap 154 when Brad Keselowski was in the lead at the time because green flag pit stops are going around, so guys could pit to pick up fuel because they did not have enough gas to make it to the end of stage 2. And Matt Kenseth would bring out a late caution in stage 2, which would shake up the racing order because Brad Keselowski had not pitted, but since he actually had pitted at the time, but since he had not lost the lead, since he was on pit road and got across the line, he took the lead, so he was the race leader, and actually he would end up winning stage 2. Aric Almirola, by the way, would go on to win stage 1. Throughout most of the first half of this race would be dominated by the Fords. Really, Aric Almirola would dominate the first half of the race, and the Penske cars were just right behind him. But once, like I said, Almirola got past, he just fell back and really was never a factor in this race. And what these cautions were coming out at the wrong times for him. He fell back as far as 9th in this race. And then there were just a bunch of cautions that happened in this race. The next incident we're going to talk about is the Jimmie Johnson incident with about 30 laps to go on the restart. Well, before that, John Hunter Nemechek actually got into the outside while Jimmie Johnson was closing in. He had a really good restart because he pitted with around 40 laps to go because the caution came out. He was driving his way up there. He was gaining a 10th or 2/10 a lap, but unfortunately, he never could get up there. And then we got a restart with about 24 or 25 laps to go in the race. And then Jimmie on the restart, I'm going to blame him on this one because Jimmie kind of came down. Brad had a run. Jimmie kind of blocked him, and it just turned his car, which really sucks because at first I thought it was Keselowski's fault. It's just a racing incident, but at the same time, Brad Keselowski did kind of lay back, and NASCAR needs to be really strict on when these guys are laying back. I thought we were doing that, and I guess we're not. I'm not saying it's Brad's fault. Jimmie did come and block him, but Brad should never really, in my opinion, been able to get run in the first place. NASCAR should have let Brad know that. So then we go back racing with about 15 laps to go in this race, and Kevin Harvick, who really did not have a great day up to this point, he makes a daring 3-wide pass past Truex and Blaney, and he just zooms off and takes the race lead. But Mark Truex Jr., who had the best car, it looked like throughout most of the day, he actually drove his way up there and challenged Kevin Hart for the race lead, and we thought he got the lead, but then Matt Kenseth got spun out with Ryan Newman with 9 laps to go in this race. And then we had an ensuing restart with about 2 or 3 laps to go. And this is where one of the best finishes we've seen this year. Just like last year's finish at Kentucky, this one was a really fun treat for everybody to watch. Basically, Cole Custer, let's focus on him. He restarts in 6th. Everyone goes crazy. He gets pushed by Matt DiBenedetto on the restart. He goes up to the outside, makes a daring pass. I think it was Keselowski. Goes up to the high side and just charges his way up to the second row. Now, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, they all go 3 wide, and then coming to the white flag, Cole Custer makes a 4-wide daring pass. Blaney comes up the track, hits Kevin Harvick, and Cole Custer takes the race lead away. And Cole Custer pulls the upset, and he gets his first career win here at Kentucky International Speedway on an incredible finish on a last lap pass. That finish, in my opinion, though, saves this race. That finish was insane. That was one of the best finishes I've ever seen at Kentucky. It was better than last year's finish, in my opinion, but that was incredible. And the fact that Cole Custer got his first career win today is really, really awesome. I told you guys that he was going to win a race this year. I told you. I just did not expect him to win this quick. He's been struggling this year, and I'm really happy to see that Cole got his first win. And he's the first rookie to win, I believe, since Chris Buescher in 2016. But without the rain delays, the first one to win a rookie since Denny Hamlin in 2006 without rain delays or fog affecting the outcome of the race. So congratulations to Cole Custer. That was one of the most impressive things he's ever done in his young career. And I think Cole Custer is going to become a contender in the near future. I think this could be a lot of momentum for this team. Man, SHR has been really picking up these wins. So now let's go ahead and go through the results, and then we'll talk about more of the race as well. Cole Custer won today's race, first career Cup Series victory. Congrats, Cole Custer, on that. Mark Truex Jr. finished second. In my opinion, he probably should have won this race, but, you know, he kind of got screwed on the restart, but he got past 4 wide on it, and Congrats to Churros on a second place run, though. That's pretty good. Matt DiBenedetto, who pushed Cole Custer to the win, he gets his third place finish. Really awesome run for Matt DiBenedetto, and that's going to help him in the points as well, for sure. Kind of keep him in there. I don't know, though. He might be on the cutoff now since Cole Custer won this race, which that shakes up the points as well because Cole Custer is now in the playoffs unless he really shits the bed at this point. So congrats, Cole Custer, like I said, on winning. Matt DiBenedetto comes third. Kevin Hart finished fourth. To be real with you, he got lucky. He really did not have a great car in this race. He was basically running 15th and 20th a lot of this race. The car was just terrible. But he got a couple timely cautions from green flag pit stops, and he was able to, he got up to fourth, though, so that's a good run for Harvick. Continues his top 5 streak and continues to have great runs. Kurt Busch finishes 5th. Good run for Kurt Busch. Ryan Blaney 6th. The Penske cars today, they were really, really fast, like I said. But Blaney probably should have been up there contending for this win. He had the best car at points, too, as well. But there's nothing he can do at the end of the day. Christopher Bell finishes 7th. Great run for the rookies. 8th place, Eric Almirola, who honestly should have been up there contending as well. But 8th place is good. Brad Keselowski finishes 9th. A lot of this race, he was struggling. The car was not good, but he got timely cautions that came out for them. That timely caution when Kenseth came out, spun out, is really what gave him a really good shot at winning this race. And then Tyler Reddick finishes 10th. We have 3 rookies in the top 10. That's really awesome to see. 11th place, William Byron. Denny Hamlin, 12th. Denny Hamlin really was not a factor today. He's been really strong this year, but he just had a terrible, terrible race. Not a good day at all. Austin Dillon, 13th. Clint Bowyer, 14th. Joey Logano, 15th, which Logano got a top 15, but Logano's been struggling all year. He was up front a lot of this race, but at the end of the day, he got kind of trapped. He was up in the top 5 a lot of the day, but that sucks because Logano had a good day going, but you know, it is what it is. Ty Dillon, 16th. 17th, Ryan Newman. Jimmie Johnson, 18th. After getting spun out, he recovered to an 8th place finish. In my opinion, Jimmie Johnson, if he doesn't get spun, he probably at least gets a top 5 finish and contends for the win. Maybe could have done what Cole Custer did, but Jimmie Johnson finishes 18th. Alex Bowman, 19th. And Chris Buescher finishes 20th in this race. Kyle Busch finishes 21st. Kyle Busch, let's talk about him for a minute as well, because Kyle Busch, he broke his shock. He's been struggling all year. At this point right now, I have Kyle Busch written off of winning this championship. He's been struggling all year, guys. He led a few laps this year, so that's good to see. But Kyle Busch just continues to struggle, and I don't think he's going to win this championship. I've written him off the championship at this point. 22nd place, Eric Jones. 23rd, Chase Elliott. 24th, Michael McDowell. 25th, Matt Kenseth. 26th, Daniel Suarez. 27th place, Bubba Wallace, who I thought was going to do a little bit better. A bad day, but some guys have really bad days. Corey LaJoie, 28th. 29th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 30th place, J.J. Yeley. 31st, Brendan Poole. 32nd, Josh Bilicki. 33rd, Garrett Smithley. 34th, Joey Gase. 35th, Quinn Houff. 36th, John Hunter Nemechek. 37th, Timmy Hill. 38th, Ryan Preece. 39th, and 38th is Ryan Preece. So Ryan Preece finished last. So let's go ahead and talk about the race a little bit more. Even though the finish was great, the race was still not great. It was hard to pass. You couldn't really pass in this race. I think the finish saves this race for me just a little bit, but you couldn't pass. Once someone got the lead, they just checked out and were gone throughout the race, and it was really difficult to pass. There were guys who were faster at times than other drivers in this race, but because clean air is such a god, and tire fall off really wasn't a thing in this race. Yes, there was a little bit of tire wear. We got to see that at the beginning of these runs, but there was really no tire fall off in this race, and I don't think this race honestly was just that great, to be honest with you. I think this race kind of struggled on its own. I'm going to be interested to kind of see what the ratings look like for this race. I wonder if people did tune out after this race, because the race honestly wasn't great other than that finish. So for me, before the finish, this race for me was like a 3 out of 10. But I am going to give this race, honestly, a 5.5 out of 10. The finish saves the race a little bit, in my opinion. But other than that, like I said, the race was just not that great. And hopefully the next race we go to, which I believe we're going to Texas. Oh, God, we're going to Texas. Great. So we're going to another not great race. We've had this stretch of not really great racetracks. We had some good races in the past, like at Pocono. We actually had some decent racing. Indy was all right, but this has been one of the worst races of the year, and hopefully we can fix it next time we go to Kentucky because they repaved the track and made it bad. And by the way, guys, it's not the package that's making it, in my opinion. It's not the package, because the package at times, like at tracks at Vegas and other racetracks like Auto Club, we saw really good racing. So it's not the package. Kentucky's just sucked. It's just never been a great track. Even in 2014, I don't think the race was great in 2014. I don't remember it, but the race was just not that great, and 5.5 out of 10 is my score. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you can be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links in the description below for that. And comment your thoughts on today's race. What did you think of this race? Do you think it was good or bad? Let me know in the comments below. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.